What is up, guys? There's a ton of debate on who the best Spidey is out there, and of course Necros' name gets thrown in the ring a lot. So today I thought we'd do a little VOD review where Necros busts out Spidey, one being a win and the other being a loss, which unfortunately he does end up swapping off to Bucky at the end. Something I've always praised Necros for is his mechanical skill, but how is his decision making? Let's take a look and see what we can learn and maybe how he could improve his gameplay too. So he's doing the start. I always love to do this start on Clintar as Spider-Man. You get to find out if anybody's straggling, if they're playing any supports that are really easily killable, if Moon Knight's being played too, because you can easily kill Moon Knight. But for the second reason is that you actually get to stop Portal if they do end up portaling straight out of spawn. If you guys want to know where exactly this is, it's on top of this little mushroom. You can't really be seen. People tend to portal over there sometimes, or out of spawn, but usually over here so they don't get hit by other stuff. But yeah. Okay. So he notices the rocket, but he doesn't do anything about it. Great play here. He sees the rocket. He doesn't actually go for the rocket. Rocket can actually get away from your Venom combo really, really easily. But here he spots Star-Lord right there. Star-Lord's one of those 250 HP characters, which means that the Venom combo, I can one-shot him. Now, because of the way he entered, Star-Lord wasn't expecting him to be there. Doesn't actually end up flipping the combo and gets away scot-free. Or he's just gonna go for the backline. He's going for Sue here. Okay, as you can see there. So that's something I wanted to talk about real quick. The combo that I always talk about, which I think needs to be... all the Spidey players are always so obsessed about, oh, I can do this combo, this combo looks flashy, this combo looks so quick, this combo is so cool, dude. Holy cake, Venom got kicked, dude. But yeah, all these Spidey players are so obsessed with combos. This is the combo you need to know. That is what I call the bread and butter combo, okay? Cluster, E, get over here, uppercut, and you cancel the uppercut with a swing, and then you go straight into your cluster. Now, if Necros had better aim, obviously it's quite hard to do it in on this range because you're like really, really close to them. So any slight movement kind of fucks with you. If he got the cluster off, he would have killed Sue here. That one is probably the quickest one. You can probably get 2 clusters off by the time you usually get an overhead. So I would highly recommend learning that combo. Their backline is quite unkillable, to be honest, unless you double dive with Venom. So how I would be playing this is to peel the Wolverine. The Wolverine is going to try and go for my tank. In fact, there you go. He goes for Venom. And I would try and pull him away from my Venom as soon as he goes for the dunk. So as soon as he slams him down, you pull him away. So most of the damage is going to be taken away. But Necros decides to hold off, go for the backline. Unfortunately, he hits Sue's shield, so he misses his cluster. But here, look at this. Look at this pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4 players now are looking towards Necros, and his team are just in a, what's that, 2v5? So now he's waiting for Bogart to go in probably here. Now, the rocket ult is up, so you got to be careful. You can't really kill anything, so he's probably just going to chill out for a bit. Yep, he's trying to stay up in the sky as long as possible. And he's going to go for their backline here. Ult is down. Now we're going to go back in. And that is exactly why, right there, that is why we don't go for the Venom combo. Because if you go for the Venom combo there, the Rocket's just going to immediately dash out as soon as you finish your uppercut. Now, this is a play. Let's see if it works out. Cool. Okay, I want to talk about this. What they are doing is something called staggering. You try and force the enemy team to fight with a disadvantage. Try and fight a 5v6. Obviously, if they have 5 and you have 6, you have the advantage. You have more firepower, more healing, more space taking. All that jazz, right? So, if you're able to force them into that 5v6, always try to do it. Bruce Banner has virtually no lethality. So, if you're able to stagger Hulk from joining his team, right?
Now's the time to hit him.
As you can see, they're not really damaging him. They're getting him low, but they're not killing him. He tries to escape back to his team. Necros pulls him back in. Nobody's hitting him. Necros is just trying to get him low, so as soon as the time comes, he dies. And now, albeit Rocket did also die here, now it's a 5v6. He's trying to go for the Rocket here, maybe? We saw him double dash. Oh, cheeky, okay. He went for a pull play. Okay. For those of you guys that don't know, here, outside of the map, you can't actually do a nice little uppercut pull play there. All you do is you pull to the ground, you uppercuts, you keep your momentum going. You can even jump an uppercut to make sure you do it in the air. You cancel your uppercut, similarly to the combo we saw before. You cancel your uppercut with a pull, and you can pull them with the momentum off the map. Let's see, is he going to go for another pull play, or is he going to go backline? I'm assuming because of Bogart, he's going to go backline. There we go. There we go, big play. So, That's another thing I want to go over here. Couple things. For those of you guys that don't know, this patch, Spider-Man got shadow buff. When he uppercuts, there used to be a slight delay between when he uppercuts and when he could use his ultimate. But now the ultimate pops immediately. So he uppercuts and that ultimate comes out immediately. Now, on top of this, obviously, there's a chance that the healing is just too much and you can live through your ultimate. So what you want to do is you want to try and get in as much damage as possible before you ult, so that you can almost guarantee a kill, or pretty much guarantee a kill realistically. So what he does is the same, pretty much the bread and butter combo here. If we watch it back slowly, clusters in, he actually zips down. Not sure why he zips down, to be honest, but get over here, uppercut. He also pops the Venom team up, the symbiote, for the extra damage there. He actually ends up killing Sue with that. And then on top of that, he gets ult. Now, a big thing about why he went for Sue, or why he went for Invisible Woman and not anyone else, is because Invisible Woman is the only person that can stop this ultimate. Invisible Woman has her ultimate up. It's very, very likely that she'll end up popping her ultimate and then negating the entire value from Necros' ultimate. All right, let's see what we're going to try to do here. He's going to try to go for another pull off the map, possibly. Oh, he almost gets strange. Necros made a slight mistake here. He made a slight mistake here. They swapped to Strange. The reason they swapped to Strange is because they were going to portal. They're most likely going to portal. Either they're going to portal now or they're going to portal in overtime. But if he waited a bit more patiently, he would have been able to cancel the portal. He's just going to annoy the backline here. That's another combo. I'm not sure actually if he landed the cluster or not, but that's also something I want you guys to pay attention to. For characters with 275 HP, the regular Venom combo is not going to do enough damage to kill. You kind of mix in the bread and butter combo with the Venom team up. You can do is you do the cluster right there. When he lands it. There you go. Get over here. Uppercut. And he cancels the uppercut. He doesn't go for the Venom immediately, even though he probably could because Venom slammed him, so he got some extra damage there. He goes for the cluster cancel there. He does end up missing it. But this is the guarantee. And then right after this, go for the Venom to kill. A lot of Spider-Man players think that once your get over here is on cooldown, you just chill the fuck out for like 10 seconds. You don't do anything for 10, 15 seconds. This right here is what you need to be doing. This is what I call the drive-by technique. You zip to the floor. It's really, really simple. You zip to the floor. You can even cluster as you're going down. As you can see, he tried to cluster there. And then you go for an uppercut. The uppercut will bounce you. If you uppercut before you hit the floor, you will still maintain your momentum and you will keep going. This is something really, really important that I don't see enough Spider-Man players do. Once again, he went for the bread and butter combo here. It seems like it's the only... Well, we've got two combos down. He hasn't really used much of the over-upper combo. I've seen a lot of Spider-Man players say that, oh, I can't get kills. What's the point of even playing this character? I can't get kills. Kills are like the best case scenario, right? The way this game works is resource trading. The best thing you can get out of an engage is a kill. Right? Maybe even 2 kills. The next thing you can do is force out cooldowns, whether that's Sue's pull. Just before that, actually, just on top of that, is their ultimate, which is actually what Necros ends up doing here. Or after that, sorry, is their attention, which we saw earlier. So here, he's unable to kill the rocket, but because he's on the rocket there, the rocket now isn't healing their team. And in fact, Sue isn't healing his team either. So here, he's gaining their attention. So he's gaining value just by having their attention. But then here, he gets Sue. He forces Sue to use her ultimate, because if she doesn't use her ultimate, she might die. And that right there is value. Forcing a support to use their ultimate when they don't actually want to use it is insanely good. You're doing nothing. Now, okay, this is something I've spoken about in my actual 1 tips guide, my 37 tips for Spider-Man. If you guys haven't seen that, go ahead and check it out. It's very, very useful. There's a tip for every hero in the game. One voting Star-Lord is a skill check. You need to learn how to read what the Star-Lord likes to do. You can see if they like flipping early or if they like to save their flip for your combo. Either way, you can adapt your playstyle and how you engage and the timing of your engage to kill him anyway. As you can see here, Star-Lord flips too early, and now it's a free kill. I mean, he missed his cluster there, but... And now he's teabagging him. Okay. It's very, very useful.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
As you can see here, Star-Lord has the better Spider-Man ult. Here is, it's kind of what I was saying earlier about the Venom thing. He uses it to buy himself time. I do this a lot too. He does get hooked, Probably not expecting the Bucky play. The Bucky hook does come out really, really quickly. But yeah, he uses the Venom. Not only does it push them away and gives like disorients them a bit, but it buys him time to not get hit by that stuff and zip out. And he gets out safely.
Nice. Now I gotcha.
Okay, that's huge. Something I wanted to go over because he hasn't used it much yet. Going fishing is such an underutilized part of Spider-Man's kit. You don't, if you go in here as Spider-Man, you will die 100%. Now they've got Bucky, so Bucky's going to be really, really hard to dive in. But not only that, it's indoors. Unless you have ultimate, and even if you have ultimate, it's a bit kind of risky. You should not be going in here. What you should be doing is seeing who's out of position here and pulling one of the tanks. The tank here, Magneto is very low, waiting for the bubble to go off. And as soon as the bubble goes off,
Now I gotcha.
he messes up the combo, but he still manages to get the kill. There you go. You can't really be diving in here, or you're just gonna get cooked. What you need to be doing is going for pulls. You can't be diving here. Who is he going for here? Invisible Man. Oh, that's unfortunate. He meant to go for the Invisible Man.
With the amazing Spider-Man.
Same thing. Trying to get as much damage out as possible before going for the ult. And this is just standard play. Oh, this is risky. He might die here now. Yeah. Yeah. He saw the res beacon. He tunnel visioned for it because he didn't want it to get res and waste the Bucky kill. But unfortunately was stuck. All right, let's see. He's waiting to get out. Oh my god, what a kidnap.
The symbiote Spider-Man.
Okay, okay, there you go. He got some heals. That's good. He used the Venom once again to live. You don't always have to use it as a kill ability. And yeah, now he's just getting hard peeled. Now, at this point in the game, where you realize, you see how the enemy team are reacting to your pushes, you need to be playing a lot safer, going for small wins, not going for kills, just going for pull down chain trades. He does have ult though now, so you can commit.
With the amazing Spider-Man.
Happens to the best of us. It happens to me all the fucking time, I'll be real. Brother, click the button too early. So he canceled his uppercut.
Now's the time.
If he uppercutted before, he would have killed that Rocket. If he actually landed his uppercut and then used his Venom, he would have killed Rocket. He might have even killed Sue because he would have hit her when he's up here. He would have been up here then. I'm opening a portal. Cancel the portal. Very, 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 very big thing to keep in mind. As Spider-Man, you are the #1 portal canceller in the game because you can get in, get out. You can zoom across. He says I'm opening a portal from freaking miles away. There's always something you want to be listening out for. Right, he's got ultimate. He's gonna wait for Boger to dive. He's waiting for Boger to go around. There's the Boger dive. He's missing all of his clusters, unfortunately. Goes to the cluster, get over your uppercut combo. And there we go. He actually could have killed. Okay, got him anyways. Nice. Yeah, if you have a dive, time your dive with your tank. Always look out for your tank. Obviously, Boger makes it a lot easier for Necros because he just says 3, 2, 1 and goes for the dive. Pay attention to where your Venom is, where your Venom's diving. Go in for the kill. And if you have a Venom dive with your ultimate, like, it's just guaranteed. This game also... Oh, wait, he plays Bucky in this game? I usually stay close to the right side and go for a pull right off the map, but let's see what he does. He goes for high ground? Oh, okay. He's going for that kind of pull instead. See, I would have waited till that mag peaked, and then I would have gone for the pull, probably. Similarly to what we saw on Clintar, you don't want to be going in too deep there. There, that's a nice pull. That's a nice pull. Good pull. It's always very risky. If you try and go for an uppercut to save yourself, you can risk uppercutting them back, uppercutting the person you pulled off back onto high ground. So you want to be careful there. So once again, to go up on the same sentiment of if you have your get over here, you should still be doing things. Look at how Necros uses his movement. His get over here is on cooldown. He bunny hops onto to go towards the Psylocke, and he goes for a left click. And goes probably for the left click, right click, uppercut, cooldown, which is basically the fishing combo, but you're pulling yourself to them. So yeah, he used the bunny hop as movement towards the Psylocke instead of using his get over here. It is a bit riskier, I will say that, because Psylocke can't, it's a straight line pretty much, so you can't just go and die. To be honest, this isn't really a good Spider-Man team to go into. The best thing you can do is try and go for Mag and pull Luna into your team. Mag off the map and pull Luna into your team. That's the best thing you can do here. Oh, she's actually in the middle point. So she's gonna go for the ult. Another thing is Luna now has to team up with Iron Fist. So if you actually do end up engaging on the Luna, she's just going to use the Iron Fist team up, which pushes you away and also heals her, by the way. Now that we're seeing Iron Fist a lot more, 90% of his game plan has to be pulled to the map.
I am ready to
Oh my god! Wait, their Luna just ulted. That's actually so big. Marking the Psylocke, although ironically Psylocke's usually the one marking Spider-Man here. But he is able to mark her. She's very scared. I don't know why she's not fighting him. She wins the fight.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
Iron Fist team up once again. That's a 0 value ultimate. He's waiting for Lunel to stop. They actually got a point. DC9. Nice. Here, I'd probably pull the Loki out of Alana's side. He's not trying to overstay his welcome. He's playing quite slow. Playing quite quick. Sorry, playing quite methodical. Sorry, not slow. Playing quite methodical, playing quite quick. And in fact, waits for his opportunity. Lamps go down. Able to get cluster, get over here, uppercut, cluster console, overhead. Big play. When you see these kind of really important cooldowns go down, like Lamp, Luna has her passive healing, right? Luna can use her clap. She can use her freeze. Both are very deadly to you, but also they can help you heal Luna herself. But Loki cannot heal himself unless he has lamps down or runes down. So when his runes are down, go for it. Okay, there he tried going for the over-upper combo. Something I would definitely recommend you guys learning. Once you have the bread and butter combo down, this is something you should definitely be learning. So you fly from above, you cluster them, and then you land on them with an overhead, which usually pops the cluster. You reapply the cluster and immediately go for an uppercut. This can kill, I think it's 300 HP targets. It's insane.
Okay, well, thanks for watching. There's a ton of really great Spidey players out there as time goes on, so let me know down below who you'd like to see next. Peace.